about the filming conditions. As an audience member, I was absolutely freezing watching this. Was it brutal?
It was pretty cold. I can't lie about that. But it wasn't that bad, considering that we were supposed to all be cold. It's one thing if you're freezing cold and you have to just pretend that you're not, or I don't mind it. I don't mind it if the elements actually are sort of what's supposed to be really happening. The first few days were tricky, but just because you think you can't make it, so you're sopping wet, it gets to you, and then you just get used to it and you realize it's really not that big a deal.
Well, on that note, did you have one scene that was your nemesis, like one that you were just thrilled that you survived?
There's a scene where I was supposed to peel and eat an egg, and there was because of the nature of all the sort of technical elements in the movie. There's a rocking boat, and then there's the wind and the rain and all this stuff, and because it's 3D, they wanted to have these very complicated, long shots, and so the camera's on a little robot or a crane or something, and so very often something would go wrong with the camera move, not with what the actors were doing, and they would have to do it again. And so for whatever reason, we would do, it was not uncommon to do 20, 30 takes. We'd do a lot of takes just to get it right. And so eating 20 or 30 eggs, I thought I would not get through that. I don't really eat eggs very often. And then I made it through, did eat quite a few eggs. Many of them were dirty, dirty hands. Not that big a deal, again. Then we had to reshoot the scene for whatever reason. So one of the scenes, was back to the egg scene. So the egg scene was a little bit my nemesis, but when you consider the many ways in which people have to make a living every day when they wake up, I figured that eating 20 eggs isn't that bad.
And you haven't eaten eggs since?
I have. It sort of got me hooked. Now I eat 20 eggs a day.
How long after filming this did you wait to get back on a boat? I mean, was there a point where you were able to say, okay, I can go enjoy a fun boat ride and not feel like I'm heading out into the perfect storm?
I like to just keep the land within sight, I mean, nowadays they can tell you if there's a storm 3 days out, so it's not much of a concern. But I've never been a big boat person, so I don't spend a lot of time at sea.
And what should audiences expect from The Finest Hours?
I think that they should expect to. It's an incredible story. The truth is that I was drawn to this movie because I thought it was a story that I hadn't heard of. It was real, and it really was. It all did happen. Very often they exaggerate this kind of thing, and what these guys did was incredible. And it looks amazing. The scale of it is fantastic. So if you want to. I know it's very easy to watch things on your phone or stay at home and watch stuff, but this is one of the movies that it's kind of worth going to a theater to see because it looks incredible. And what they can do nowadays, visually, digitally, it all looks very real and very, it's amazing.
Yeah, it needs to be experienced with the water splashing us in the face like it hit you guys, right?
Yeah.